And what I'm going to tell you next, I always thought was obvious only because my parents taught me it from a very young age. But I realized today that maybe there are some people in this world who have never heard this before. Hello my darlings, welcome back to my channel, or if you're brand new, welcome. My name's Lucie, and on this channel I share all kinds of things about personal development, spirituality, and how to become the best version of you. So grab a tea if you haven't grabbed one already. We might need it. I'm going to cut to the chase. The first answer could be that it's important to bear in mind that life has seasons. Everything has seasons. Living in a country like England, we have 4 very distinct seasons. So in this part of the world, we have a beautiful summer, which is sometimes blazing hot, full of brightness and color and warmth, long days and short nights, flowers and all that beautiful stuff. Then after summer always follows autumn, or as some of you guys call it, fall, where things start to wind down, the leaves fall, the plants die down, food is harvested. I'm trying to think of more autumn things. But you know, right? It changes. And then after autumn will always come winter. No two ways about it. It's always been like that, and it always will be like that. And if we wasted time on trying to figure out why it happens, well, it would be a waste of our time, right? It's better just to embrace that, yeah, that's what happens. Next comes winter, and the nights are longer, and the days are shorter, and the temperature goes down, and everything dies down, and some animals hibernate, and all of that jazz, right? But then, after every single winter, there is always an end to that winter. And there's always another spring. And with spring comes new life, new hope, new warmth, new light, new growth, new beginnings, a feeling of freshness, new energy, which then cultivates and grows and blossoms and then turns back into summer again. And here we are, and the cycle is complete, but also never complete. It will always continue and continue and continue. So I talked us through the seasons there, not because I think you're an idiot and you don't know how seasons work, but to hopefully help you to see that actually it's like a metaphor for all things in life. And with things like manifestations too, and growth, personal development, I have certainly noticed that my growth hasn't been at the same speed always. And sometimes with your personal growth journey, with your personal development and manifestation journey, the winters can feel long, really long, right? So just remember, when you're in a winter, not to dwell on the winter too much, not to get too frustrated with the fact that why is it winter, why is it winter, why is it winter? Just allow it to be winter, and also allow yourself to believe that it will soon pass. That soon it will be spring again. That spring is always round the corner. Because sometimes, unfortunately, we can get stuck in a winter. We can keep focusing on the fact that it's winter. We can keep living the same way as we do in winter. And we can get stuck in that pattern for years, for decades sometimes, because all we're focused on is how everything is the same and nothing's growing. So if you do want to, there's lots of different people watching this with loads of different scenarios here. Some of you may feel like, yeah, okay, I might just be going through a short temporary winter right now, cool. But if what I just said more recently resonates with some others of you, where you're thinking, shoot, have I been kind of holding myself in a winter? Then I invite you to do something about it. I invite you to spring clean your life. And I don't just mean cleaning out your wardrobes. I mean, clean out your patterns, clean out your habits, kickstart a new chapter in your life. And the best way to allow yourself to do that is to talk it into existence. And what I'm going to tell you next, I always thought was obvious only because my parents taught me it from a very young age. But I realized today that maybe there are some people in this world who have never heard this before. You guys know that I talk about we are living the story that we tell ourselves, right? When I was a very little girl, maybe like 3 or 4 years old, and I was having swimming lessons, I vividly remember this moment when I was struggling to swim. And I was looking at my mum, who was stood there on the side of the pool, who was saying, "Come on, Lucie, come on." And I was looking at her and I was getting tired and I couldn't breathe and I just didn't seem to be making any progress, and all the other kids were swimming forwards and it felt like I was swimming backwards. And I looked at her and I said, "I can't do it, I can't do it." And she said to me, "No, Lucie, come on. Tell yourself, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it." And I started, I'm there struggling still, but I just said to myself, "I can do it. I can do it. I can do it." And I kid you not, my whole body started to respond to the "I can do it" mantra that I was saying out loud. And that is an instant example of how actually it's not just the affirmations that we say in the morning or that we have next to our mirror, if some of you guys practice or if you listen to some of my affirmation meditations. That's lovely, that's great, that is gonna, be there to help you to reprogram your mind. But I'm also talking about the rest of your day. What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, "I can do it," or are you telling yourself, "I can't do it"? Are you telling yourself, "There's no options, there's no opportunities, I feel stuck, nothing's working, nothing's changing, it's really hard, but it's hard to feel good and it's hard to do this, and why are things happening so slowly and it's always so slow, and I feel like I never have any progress, and does the law of attraction even work? Like, what I just need to sage or smudge or Palo Santo or something in here because we do not like those vibes, okay?" But I just wanted to give you guys an example, and I wanted to spell it out very clearly because I know that there'll be some of you watching this right now going, "Yeah, I do kind of think that way and talk that way." And I know that a lot of you do because today even, I've had conversations with 3 of my customers, and that's pretty much the entirety of the narrative they were telling me. And I get that they're coming to me with their problems for asking for help for me to solve them, but also it is an indicator to me of the kind of story that they're telling themselves. So going back to this moment in my childhood where mum taught me this tool to basically say, "I can do it." I've known that to be an effective tool my whole life. And as often as I can remember, I will use that tool to help me when I really feel like I can't do it. And some of you might be thinking, "Aren't you just lying to yourself then?" I'm telling you, you got to say it, you got to think it, and then the results will come. It's just like any law of attraction thing, right? Picture it first, or visualize it first, or be at that vibration first, and then the results will follow. Like this morning, for example. This morning, I didn't feel motivated. This morning, I felt tired. I didn't want to get out of bed. I felt a bit stressed, I felt a bit overwhelmed about the things on my to-do list, okay? And I was in bed and I said to myself, while I was feeling that way, I said to myself, "Today is going to be such an amazing day. Today is going to be awesome. Today is going to be the best day ever. Everything today is going to go so wonderfully well. I'm going to be productive. I'm going to feel accomplished." And I was there still half asleep, bear in mind, feeling overwhelmed and anxious, okay? That is how I use self-talk, and instantly while I was saying it, I started to feel better, and I at least knew that I was doing one thing, which was setting my tone for the day and setting my intention for the day. So I started to feel better already. I started to feel more energized. I started to feel like I could handle things more. Why? Because I was telling myself that. So the final message of this video is I want you to give your power back to you. You can do that for you. Thanks to my mum teaching that to me. Imagine I'm the person stood on the edge of the swimming pool for you right now while you feel like you're struggling to swim, and I'm telling you to say to yourself, I'm not saying to you, "You can do it." I'm asking you to say, I can do it. So please do not let this video be a waste of time. Don't let this video be something that I made in vain. Let this video be something that you go and apply, something that you implement, something that you incorporate into your daily routine, into your daily practice. And I don't mean like a morning routine, I mean like your actual life, all throughout the day. Allow it to be a tool that you have. And you don't even have to say it out loud. You might be in the workplace, you might be going for a run, any of those times in your life. You might be up to your eyeballs with children and work and whatever you have that makes you feel overwhelmed or tired, and you hear that voice in your head that says, oh my God, I can't do this. Oh, I'm tired, I just want to stop. Oh, I don't know if I have the energy. Oh, this is really difficult. Tell yourself, this is easy. I can do this. I feel strong. I feel energized. I have more than enough time. I can do this. And watch things feel easier instantly, and watch that energy come to you as if from nowhere. But all you did is you activated it within yourself. That's where you got it from. So life is seasonal. Manifestations are seasonal. Embrace all the seasons. Be grateful for all the seasons. But also, if you do feel like maybe you've been holding yourself in that season because you're focused on how it's not coming, everything's not happening, it's not the same. It's like, well, guess what? What are you talking about all day? What are you focused on? We all sometimes can benefit from a little reminder. So if you found this video useful, if it was the video that you were meant to see, give it a big thumbs up so that I know that this kind of content is useful. And thank you for being part of my manifestation to reach 100,000 subscribers. We're almost there. So if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button and ring my bell so that YouTube actually shows you my future videos. Love you guys very much. Until next time. Bye.